Hello and welcome to Tech and More. In this video, we are going to talk about the technique of highlighting the text on UI with a specific color using Selenium WebDriver, which is based on the Cucumber framework, at least the framework that is in picture in this video. So before actually proceeding with the video, let me go ahead and let me show you the UI we'll be highlighting. So of course, this is how the Salesforce instance looks like, but that doesn't mean that this particular piece of code is going to only work on Salesforce. It is generic for every system, for every web application. But yes, in context, this is the Salesforce UI. So the use case is that we are going to go ahead and highlight the text for these fields, which is the field is account name, and we are going to go ahead and highlight this text. We are going to highlight the text for rating field, for this, and for this. We are going to use a piece of code implemented on the framework that we have in Selenium WebDriver, and we are going to highlight this, and this highlighted text will be shown on the UI during executions and in reports as well. So let's go ahead and let's start and let's see how it actually works. Before doing that, needless to say, if you like the content genuinely, please share it and do subscribe to it for further more help to do videos. Cool. So let's start. So first slide shows you how would the highlighted text actually look. So see the UI, right? So if you see these fields and their data, which is account name, account number, and rating and everything, and we'll be highlighting the data in these fields as seen here. Cool. So this is how the highlighted text will look like. This is the end result. Cool. Now, the next point that we need to discuss before the actual execution and before the actual code is that what are we going to implement? So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to highlight the color of text on the user interface in Salesforce, or for that matter in any other system, using the uh, code that we are going to discuss. And number two, we are going to talk about the different parameters that can be used to highlight this text. And when I say parameters, I mean the different color, the border, the 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 width of that border, how all these things can be adjusted by us. That is it. The next pointer is that what is its utility. You might have this question, and I'm quite sure if you have arrived to this video, you already have such a scenario to automate in your project, but still this happens in a case, for example, you have a UI and you have 15-20 fields like here, and you want to highlight the data of only 3 to 4 fields as per the test case or as per the acceptance criteria or as per the user story. So you want to highlight a couple of data pointers or a couple of fields or a couple of data for that matter, or any page for that matter, and you want to highlight it in your executions, and you want to highlight it in your screen recordings. When someone watches it, they are able to straight away identify that data, which is the expected or which is the required data, instead of blindly searching for it. So it actually makes your search very easy and very quick when the text is highlighted, and the same will be displayed in your reports. So if such a scenario is there wherein you want to highlight the text on, or highlight for any component for that matter, you are at the right video. You watch this and you will be able and to generalize it for all the scenarios there are. Cool. That is what the utility is. And this is the code that we're going to implement. And of course, I'll show you the code in the IntelliJ or likewise as well. But yes, I need to tell you what is actually happening. This is the method, and this is the class that we're going to initiate with an object. The class is JavascriptExecutor, and herein we have the different attributes that can be set with the help of dot set attribute method. And as you can see, the style wherein the background color can be given as per your need, which can be yellow, red, purple, anything you like. The border can be given as 1 pixel solid black. That is the border that surrounds that particular highlighted text will be of 1 pixel, 2 pixel, 10 pixel, and will it be solid or will it be as per your need. And then we are passing in the XPath in the find element method. That is, we have a method designed in our framework wherein XPath is given and it finds the element, the basic XPath giving and finding the element, right? Find element basically. So this is how it is. This is how the code looks like. And let me take you to the IntelliJ, or wherein we have actually put in uh, the code. And if I'll show you the steps that we are navigating to, but of course they are of no use to you because it is also different to your project. But this is the step. This is the step in the feature file, because we are using the Cucumber framework wherein the feature file step definitions and actions are there. So I'll show you the backend of this method. So let me go ahead and let me show you how it actually looks like. This is wherein the XPath have been passed, and this is the highlight text method that we did see in the slideshow. So This is wherein you pass the actual parameters, and this is how you want it to be. So in our case, the text, highlighted text, will be yellow with 1 pixel, which is almost no border to the text, because we want the text visibility to be there in black color. Cool. So let's start the execution. And of course, to save you time, I will not bore you with the entire execution because it takes time to reach to this step. So I am pausing the video for now, starting the execution, pausing the video. And as soon as the step or the execution reaches to the highlighting point, I'll go ahead and I'll again restart the video, and you will see the actual highlighting getting to the text that we want. Cool. So if you see it here, we have the account or the UI open, and if you see this particular data point, this particular data point, this particular data point, everything has been highlighted, right? So that is how the highlighting of the text works in Selenium WebDriver, and you can use this code. I'll be pasting this code in the description as well. You can use this straight away, use this code, make modifications as per your need. Of course, your URL and everything changes, but yes, this is the base. This is the base code that you need to use to implement this particular functionality to further automate this particular scenario. I hope that this particular video and this code and this explanation was helpful for you, and you were able to automate that particular scenario that you had in mind. Thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe again for watching such helpful content in future as well. Thank you, and see you again.